right now, we are go straight. There's a lot of the rock painting. First, let's go there to take some photo with the rock painting. After that, we are visiting into the chapel. And each monastery, the front side of the main chapel, you can see the stick like this. This is like the monument, just memory for some spiritual leaders. Inside is a wood stake, covered by the yak skin, and covered by the prayer flag. Then the prayer flag, they will change, once a year during of the Tibetan New Year. Like the monument, just memory for some spiritual leaders.
Is it
Tibetan Buddhism, we have four main different sects. The four different main sects, for the monk, for the spiritual leader is a little different. But for us, the prayer, the local Buddhists, for us, it's the same. We can visit any the chapel, any different sect of the monastery. But for the monk, is when they are doing this, the chanting, they are wearing the different color of the hat. In the Lhasa, in the center, the most of the monasteries are from the yellow sect. The yellow sect means they are wearing the yellow hat. The yellow hat.
the yellow sack can eat meat?
Yeah. The yellow sect is most the popular sect in Tibet. From the four different sects, and the yellow one is most the popular one, because of His Holiness the Dalai Lama. Since from the 17th century, His Holiness the Dalai Lama he become our politics leaders. Before 17th century, just the spiritual leaders, not politics leaders. Then before the number 5th Dalai Lama, they all live in this monastery. Then since from the 5th Dalai Lama, in the 17th century, supporting by the Mongolia. That peers, the Mongolia is very, the powerful country. It's supporting by the Mongolia. 5th Dalai Lama, he become a politics leaders, and he moved from this monastery into the palace till 1959, till China came here. Yeah. Then in the 1959, His Holiness the Dalai Lama, the current Dalai Lama is number 14. Today he lives in the Dharamsala. But every year he traveling to so many different kind of the country for the speech. Yeah. But he based in in India in the Dharamsala. He left from Tibet in the 1959. Then from this monastery, you can see the lots of the white building is around there. This all of the white building is for the apartment for the monk. Before the China came in Tibet, like this kind of the monastery, more than 1,000 of the monks living in here. Today, around 600 monks, live in here. In Tibet, if you become a monk or become a nun, the nun means the female monk. You have to do it your whole life till your last breath. If in the middle of the way, if you give up, then it's very bad luck for your relatives and the parents, family. So nobody's do that. Yeah. Then if you become a monk, it's same as the school. You have to stay in the monastery. If you want to visit your family and relatives, if you want to go outside of the monastery, you have to excuse from the teacher. Otherwise, you will get the fine. And it's like the school. The most of the new monks they're sharing the room, domestic. They sharing the room, and only the senior monk can get the private room. Yeah. Then they will get the 1 month vacation a year, just 1 month. In this 1 month, you can do whatever you want. You want to visit your family, or then in Tibet, the monk is not allowed to marry, and you have to shave the hair, and no smoking, no alcohol, no everything.
Are they vegetarian?
Other people, we are just looking for the big animal. not for the small animals. One big yak, one is the one little prawn. From the life, it's the same. The yak can share the many people. The prawn just yeah. So we are just only looking for the big animal. But today, the vegetarian people is getting more and more because today in the city you can get whatever you want from the But in the past, no any green vegetable here. So most people they are eating the meat because of we are live in a high elevation, so need some protein.
Protein's good
Yeah,
for you up here.
yeah. So because of
But
that
one
reason.
of the color is vegetarian among the four color.
Four color is yellow
Yellow, red,
and white and red and black. Black.
and red.
Yeah. And actually, the Tibetan Buddhism started in Tibet since 8th century. In 8th century, we don't have the four different sects, just only one sect. That sect name's called the Nyingma. In 8th century, in Tibet is a kingdom. Then king of Tibet, in which one, the spiritual leader from India into Tibet. He founded the first Tibetan, the Buddhist monastery in Tibet. And when that appears, just only one sect. Then the rest of the three sects, like yellow and black and the red sect, is founded by the local the spiritual leaders. They're training very well for the best one. They got some new idea. They just mix up with the main one. Then they founded their own sect. Then His Holiness the Dalai Lama is the main spiritual leader from the yellow sect. From the yellow sect, there is two spiritual leaders. One is His Holiness the Dalai Lama, and one is Panchen Lama. The current Panchen Lama is number 11. Today he lives in Beijing. The current Dalai Lama is number 14. Today he living in India. And the Panchen Lama he will visit in Tibet like 2-3 times a year. who was died, your body and your spirit will be separate. Then ladder can have for the spirit to go up. Yeah, after somebody there pass away, their relatives and family they're planting the ladder from there. This is for the dead person. And you can see the big the rock painting is there. There's the three image. In the middle one is the Tunkapa. The Tunkapa is the name of the spiritual leaders. He founded the yellow sack. And he has two, the man disciples. The two men disciples founded their own monastery. The left one, he founded the Drupung, and right one disciple, who founded the Sera monastery. We will visit this afternoon. Yeah. Then this monastery actually founded in the 1416. 1416. Yeah, 1416. And you have a look for this white color. The white color, is chalk and milk and sugar mixed up together. They just paint it once a year.
What's that?
Milk and the sugar just used for the offering for the god. Because here in Tibetan calendar in the August, in the Lhasa we have one religion festival. That festival is like we believe all of the gods is coming into this planet. Before the festival starting, we are painting once a year the house. Then we dress up new dress, just welcome the festival. Yeah, it's chalk and milk is for the offering for the god. In Tibetan Buddhism, believe Haya Gerwa is the rightful manifestation of the God of compassion. And in Tibet, in the Lhasa, some of the kids during of the night time they couldn't sleep well and they are crying and they are not good health. Their parents take them into this monastery, and front of the main statue they got the candle, right? Then from the candle the ash they put it on the nose. It's like a blessing. Yeah. If you guys want, I will ask for the man. You want? This morning we are visit that monastery. The Drupung Monastery is founded by the disciple of the Tsongkhapa, and this monastery is founded by another disciple of Tsongkhapa too. But the two monasteries are founded in the different timing. The 3 years different. This morning we are visit that monastery founded in the 1416. This monastery is founded in the 1419. After 3 years. Then this monastery today they are living 500 monks. Yeah, 500 monks live in here. And on the back side you can see one of the houses there. Inside of this house you can see the 3 different mandala. The mandala actually from the Tibetan Buddhism. The mandala is like we are imagining for the nirvana. It's a shape of the nirvana. There's the 3 mandala. Those 3 mandala is made by the sand. Yeah, sand mandala. Yeah, sand mandala. And after we are visit that the sand mandala, then we are going to that the library. From that place you can see the lots of the Tibetan textbooks is there, and you can see the the printed machine.